What is up, guys? Joel here, welcome to a brand new video. Today is episode 3 of our Java game development series, and today we're going to be adding images to the game. So the very first thing we're going to do is just completely delete this drawing temp package that we created. It is to no use for us anymore. Okay, so once we delete the file, the package, sorry, I did a cut there for a second, we are going to create a brand new package called GFX. What did I just do? I pressed the wrong button. Okay, we're going to create a new package called GFX. Ignore this error here in main, we will fix that. And inside of GFX, we're going to create a brand new class called Image Loader. This will allow us to, what it sounds like, it will allow us to load the images at command, basically. So it will start with public static buffered image. A buffered image is just an instance of an image. It's just a variable that loads an image. Load image string will take in a path, which is just tells you where it is on the computer. We're going to return image io dot read, and we're going to read image loader dot class. This will tell us that way we don't have to actually input the res into here, and plus it'll work once we package in the once we put it into an actual file, it'll work as well. So then we have to surround it with a try and catch statement, IO exception, and that is really all that needs to be done. We are also going to do a system.exit1, which will exit out with an error code, and we'll do a return null here, and that is our entire image loader class done. So the only other thing we're going to do right this second is go into GFX, create a brand new class called assets. This will store all of our brand new assets, and I don't know if there's anything I have to put in here right this second. Yes, there is actually. Alright, private static final int width is equal to 64. This will help us when we create our sprite sheets, which will be part of this episode as well. We will be creating the images and sprite sheets, so when we create games, we can have all of our images, all of our textures on one page, and then just load them in from one texture, which will save a lot of data, or a lot of space. And then we're also going to create a public buffered image called test, public static, because otherwise it won't be able to be called. And then we're going to create a init method. And then this init method, we cannot do anything just yet, but I am going to show y'all real quick. Go down to the description down below. There will be a zip folder with 2 images in it. And we are just going to go into our res folder and YouTube game tutorial res, and we're just going to paste them right in here. Those are the 2 images, and then once we do that, just refresh our package here, and they should be right in here. And we're going to do test is equal to a image loader dot load image, and it'll be slash test dot png. Now we're going to go over to the game class. We're going to delete this drawing temp.render method. And before we do anything else, we're going to go into init, because when I first made this episode, I completely forgot to do this and was wondering why it wouldn't work. Do assets.init. You cannot forget that, otherwise we will not have anything. It'll just be a blank screen. And then we are going to go down to here, do g.drawImage. This is how you draw images. You do g.drawImage. It's going to be this one here. Oh, wrong one. It doesn't really matter which one you pick in this list as long as you put in the right amount of things. So there are 6 different things here, 5 that matter. So assets.image, assets.test is the first one, and then the x coordinate, which let's do 20. I did that wrong. Let's do 20 and 20, I guess. The width and height of the photo. So it is a 64 by 64 image currently. So we can just use that to keep a scale model of the image. And then observer, I don't know what that is, so we're just going to hit null. Ever since I started programming, I've never learned what an image observer is. I assume it's not important. So that's really all we got to do here. Wait. We actually have to remove drawing temp from the imports, and then we should just be able to start it. And boom, we have our little squiggly line image up here in the top left. And one thing you can do as well is you can resize this. So let's say 256 by 256. It'll just scale the image up like that. Okay. That's my little artistic nature coming out. Alright, so our next thing we're going to do, we're going to implement sprite sheets, because I did give y'all two different images to put in there. So sprite sheets, we're just going to do GFX new class, and it should be, so it should just be sprite sheet. And the only difference here is it's just going to store an image, and, a buffered image, and then we can crop out different parts of that image as we need it. So just take in a sheet, or have a sheet variable, and then we're going to create a sprite sheet constructor that will take in a buffered image. And then this dot sheet is equal to sheet. Let's go ahead and delete that. And then lastly, we need a crop method. So the crop method will be right down here. It'll take in an integer x, it'll take an int y, an int width, and an int height. Now using all those together, we can then return a sheet.getSubImage using the x, the y, the width, and the height, and bam, we're done with that. That easy. So we go over to assets, and in assets we are going to create a sprite sheet. So right above here, we're going to create a public keep typing up wrong. Oh, public static sprite sheet test sheet. And we are also going to create an array down here to store all of the normal images. It's just going to be a buffered image array. If I can type test sheet image, and it's going to be set to a new buffered image, a size 4, because there are only 4 images inside of that. What's wrong here? Oh, I didn't mean to do a double. I meant to do normal. There we go. Now up here, we're going to create test sheet is equal to a new sprite sheet image loader dot load image, and it'll just be test sheet dot png. And then we're going to go down underneath test and create our, well, we're going to load in the individual images. Test sheet img0 is going to be equal to test sheet dot crop, and we're just going to take in the x of 0, because this is how it's going to crop out from the image. So 0, 0, width and height. So it's from 0 to 64 on the width and 0 to 64 on the height. We're going to copy that. And then 1 is going to be the exact same, but it's going to start at width, which is 64. And we're just going to copy those and start this one at 0, and then height, and this one at width and height. And just adjust our numbers here, and boom. That should be our entire thing loaded. Let's just go into game, and let's get these rendered. So let's just do new images here. It'll be g.draw image. It's going to be assets dot test sheet img. We're going to start with 0. Let's render this at, let's see, where would I want to render that at on the screen? Let's do 200, 200, and then 64, 64. And then observer is just going to be null. And then we just need to render these at different spots. So I'll copy this 4 times. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do this at 150, 300. Let's do this one at 300, 140. And let's do this one at 500 and 0. And let's run this. This should work. We should have 5 different images. So we have this, which is our original test image. We have hello, which is the second one. This is the first one. We have a gradient between red and blue, which is the third one. And we have a little squiggle up here, which is our 4th image. So we have all those images on here. And I think that works. So guys, so next episode, we're going to create, or we're going to add in keys, also key support, so you can type on your keyboard and use that to control the game or currently it's not a game just yet, but it will be in a couple episodes, trust me. And then also going to add mouse support, so you can click, drag. I may add a feature where I can take one of these images and drag it around the screen, or and then maybe not that just yet, but maybe I'll do the click and drag. But in the next episode after that, so episode 5, we'll be implementing movement into the game. So actually using those keys to move a player object around the screen. And for that, I'll probably use some basic models, because I want this game to be kind of a car-based game. So I'll show y'all the model I make, but y'all see how the game will turn out at the very end. And I hope y'all enjoy the series so far. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Well guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment what you thought. On the left is my latest video. On the right is what YouTube thinks you should watch next. On the top middle is my brother's YouTube channel. Check him out. On the bottom middle is my YouTube channel. It's an easy button for you to click subscribe. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.